Hello guys, welcome to my channel Edu Knowledge Hub. This is Soumya and today I have come here to share some of the tips to use the Zoom as an app for conducting meeting and different educative purposes. So let us first see that how to use the Zoom or how to install the Zoom in our system or in our PC. So you can go to the Google and you can search here. You can go to the Google and you can search here Zoom meeting. So when you are searching a Zoom meeting, the first thing it's come is the Zoom meeting, and from here if you want to use the Zoom meeting, you can install it in your system, and after installing you get a window which comes like this. It is called as the Zoom app. Now if you want to schedule any meeting or if you want to schedule any session, so you need to click into the Zoom icon and then you will get a login page. This login page will be having different options over here. Actually I have been logged in here, so I'll show that how to log in inside this Zoom app. So first, this will be the you can say the window which opens up when you click this Zoom, and here are different options that how you can sign into the Zoom. But preferably I'll say that if you are signing in through your Gmail account, it's more preferred. So I am signing here through the Gmail account. When I click on sign in with Google, it will automatically um, take me to a website, or you can say the page. Either it can be a Google Chrome or it can be Internet Explorer, where I need to type my email ID, and from this email ID I can continue to log in to the Zoom. Now once I keep here my email ID along with the password, then I get this dialog box here, and after this dialog box I'll click open, and after opening this it will redirect me to the Zoom Cloud Meeting app here. Now once you are redirected to the Zoom Cloud Meeting app here, this is the page which will be shown up, and here you can see that different options are there. The first one is the new meeting, second one is a join, next is a schedule, and next is the share screen. Now if you want to join a immediate meeting, like you want to join, you want to have an immediate meeting, so please click on this new meeting icon, and you will see a pop-up window which will appear in front of you, which will say that this is the uh, a new meeting has been scheduled, or you can say a new meeting is in the progress. Now this is this is the window which opens over here for the new meeting. Now the thing is, if you want to schedule any meeting, like there is a meeting after 1 hour, or you can you want to schedule it after 2 days or 3 days, or you have a particular slot to schedule the meeting, then it comes to that how to schedule a meeting. So you click here the option schedule. After clicking, you get a pop-up window. Here it shows the topic. Suppose I want to schedule a meeting on discussion about mental and physical wellness. So this is my topic on which I want to schedule a meeting. Now I'll be inserting the date over here. Suppose that it is today 19th. Let me have the date of the 21st here, and I'll give the time. Let me select the time. Suppose the time I am selecting is 10:15 a.m. and here you can give the duration of the meeting which you want to schedule, like whether it is 1 hour or whether it is a 2 hour meeting. So let me select the duration as 2 hours, and here you can see it's a meeting ID. Now you should be very clear that this meeting ID should be generated automatically. If there is some personal meeting which you are arranging, then you can give this personal meeting ID to them. Otherwise you can use this generate automatically, so that for every new meeting there will be different meeting ID. Now if you want to have a secure meeting, that means you want to admit those participants whom you want in the meeting, then you keep a password for this, so that the participant has to input the password before joining into the meet. So if I want that I don't want to give any password, the participants can automatically join by clicking just the link, then I'll click off this box and I can allow them to join without the password also. Now the next thing comes for the video. Video means, if you host means yourself, because you are hosting the meeting. So while you are entering into the meet, that is up to you that you want to show your video or not. Suppose you want to show your video, please click on here. If you don't want to show off your video, please click off here. And next is the participants. Now the participants video depends on the participants also, but from your end as a host you can also handle this. So if you want to see the video of the participant, please click on option here. If you don't want to see the video of the participants, please click off option here. Now next is audio. There are three different audio systems you can use to talk or to communicate in the Zoom app. First one is the telephone audio, second is the computer audio, and the last one is the telephone and the computer audio. Now if you are using a microphone, so it's better that you select the third option, that is the telephone and the computer audio. If you are not using a microphone, then please use this computer audio system. Next is the calendar. Now when you are scheduling a meeting, so there is an option that automatically this will be recorded in the Google Calendar or the Outlook calendar or any other calendar which is installed in your system. So it's better, or I prefer to make it in the Google Calendar, as because the Gmail is a very compatible app, or you can say very compatible site where I can schedule my meetings. Now when you click onto this advanced option here, we have numerous options here. You can see the first one is the enable waiting room. Now if you are clicking this enable waiting room, then all the participants, if they click for joining, then they will be scheduled, or they will be kept in the waiting room. So if you admit them, they can join into the meeting. Suppose you are deselecting this, then the participants can enter by their own and they can leave by their own. There is no need of admitting them one by one. Now the second one is the enable join before host. Now if we are scheduling a meeting at 1:15, suppose what I have done here, and there is a chance that the participants they join before you. So if you want that the participants can join before you, please click this option so that the participant can join and they can wait for you in the meeting hall. Suppose you don't want this, you want that after you joining the participants join, please click this, or please deselect this enable join before host. Next is the mute participants upon entry. Now this is generally used because while the participants enter into the meeting, their microphones are generally in the switch on position, so there is a like noise, or you can say some disturbance in the meeting. So we prefer that you click this mute participant upon entry so that there is no disturbance in the meeting hall. Next is only authenticated users can join, sign in into Zoom. Now if you want that the participants who are entering inside your meeting, they should sign in through the Zoom platform. That means without signing into the Zoom they cannot attend your meeting. Then please click this so that all the participants who are attending your meeting, they have to sign in into the Zoom so that they can enter or they can attend your meeting. And the last one is automatically record the meeting. Now you can see if I click here, I am getting two options. One is the locally, next is the in the cloud. Now if you want to record your meeting, then please click check this box, select this in the cloud. Now preferable is in the cloud, because in the system generally what happens that we are always in the shortage of the memory. So you can just select this in the cloud and you can schedule the meeting like this. Now once the meeting is scheduled, now you will say a pop-up window is opened, and sometimes this pop-up window will redirect you to the Google Calendar, and this Google Calendar is redirected by the help of this Gmail. So when you enter inside the Gmail, you will see that there is a calendar over here. You have to select on which email ID you want to schedule it. So you can click here and you can go to the Gmail calendar, and you can put that slot, or you can put a alarm, so that before half an hour or 1 hour of the meeting, your Google Calendar says that yes, today you are having a meeting at this time. Now I don't want to keep it in the Google Calendar, so let me go back to this Zoom app. Now whatever meeting you have scheduled, it is stored already. We will check whether it is stored or not. So here I'll click on the option that is the meeting over here. You can see there are home, chat, meetings and contacts. So I have scheduled a meeting day after tomorrow, and I want to see that whether the meeting is scheduled properly or not. So I'll click here the meeting option, and you can see schedule. That means 10:15 a.m. to 12:15 p.m. the meeting is already scheduled. I have a generated meeting ID. Now if you want to send this meeting ID or the invitation to the participants whom you want to admit in the meeting, then just copy this invitation. After copying this invitation, there is a pop-up window which says it is copied. Now go to your email. Go to the email. See, you have to go to the email. That is up to you that which preferred email you are using. After going to the email, you need to paste it in the email compose tab, so that you can send it to the participants directly. Now here I am opening my mail. Now you should be very particular that when you are using a Zoom, you should be using it the latest version, that is the 5.0, so that it's very compatible, and it is also having some security, you can say the best security options. Now I can select any of the account here. You see I have selecting this account. I want to send my invitation, my scheduled meeting invitation to the participants. Just log in using your Gmail or any other mail which you prefer. Now after logging into the Gmail or any other mail, so same thing, you need to compose a mail. So I will show you that how I am composing a mail over here to send my Zoom invitation. First I'll copy this invitation. Next I go to my mailbox. After going to the mailbox, I think my sister or the net is bit slower, but no issues. So I have copied this invitation and I'll click on the compose tab here. See, one thing just want to tell you that if you want to you don't want to copy the total link and you want to just share about what is the meeting details, so here also you have an option that is show meeting invitation. Now when you click on the show meeting invitation, you can see that the things are described here, like who is scheduling the meeting and what is the topic and on which date it is scheduled, and the link is present along with the meeting ID. Generally the meeting ID is of the US, and the next followed by the New York and other countries, and finally there is the local number, like find your local number, a link is present over here. So basically if you are sending this meeting invitation to the people in India, so we don't need all this information. So you can directly copy over here, from here to here you can copy up to the meeting ID also, and you can paste it into the compose tab of your email so that you can send it. But I prefer that I copy the invitation and I go to my Gmail, and here I paste it like this, so that every details which is present in my invitation comes over here. And after that I type the name of the recipient, and I type the name of the subject over here, and I send it. So it's damn easy that how you can send the invitation. Next, now if I want to delete, suppose I have created one scheduled meeting but I want to delete it, I don't want to have the meeting. So what I can do is simply I can delete over here, I can click this delete button and the meeting gets deleted. Suppose there is a change in the schedule, like instead of 10:15 a.m. I want to make it 1 hour late, so I can click the edit option here. Now once you click the edit option here, again the same pop-up window comes down, and we have again one option that I can schedule it at a different time, or I can schedule even at a different day also. So this thing comes after you get a scheduled meeting. Now this is my personal meeting ID, which is called as the PMI also. So this personal meeting ID can be shared with the people who wants to join into this meeting. Now next thing is, so this is about the scheduled meeting I have told you. So if you want to make it at the later date, so you can click on the scheduled meeting option and you can carry on with your meeting. Now let us just go back and see that if I want to make a urgent meeting right now, Or suppose I have a meeting, I'm in the meeting, and what are the features I get when I'm in the meeting. So I'll click a new meeting option here, and as you can see, if I click on a new meeting option here, I get a window, a pop-up window which says that it is connecting to my meeting. Now when this is connected, so I have made my video switch off in the Zoom meeting, so the video is not coming. Now let us see that what are the different options which I get into this Zoom meeting. Now you see here, the first option is the unmute option. Now if you want to make your voice audible to the participants or to the different people over there, so you can unmute yourself. If you're unmuting, see if there is a cross mark or the line over here, that means you are in the mute condition. That means whatever you are saying or whatever you're talking is not audible to the participants over there. Now if you want to make them audible, just check out this box like this, so that the participants they can hear you, or you become audible to the participants. Now next thing is the start video. Suppose you want to publish yourself or make yourself visible to the participants, please check out this box or check out this line on this start video, so that the participants can view your video. Next thing is the security. Now this is a enabled option here, so every you can click here and you can make your meeting more secure. Coming to the participants, if you click here, you can see that who are the participants over here. Now as you can see that I am the only one participant present here, so I want to invite some member to get inside this meeting. So I will click on this invite option here. Now when I click on the invite option here, you can see that a pop-up window comes up, and we have here contacts and the email. I have not saved any contacts into my Zoom, so there is no contacts here. I can go to the email option. After going to the email option, I have default email, Gmail, and next is the Yahoo Mail. So I can click onto this Gmail, so that my pop-up window will redirect me to this Gmail account. Now once you go to the Gmail account, so again it's taking more time because I think the net connectivity is very slow. So once I go to have permission to I want to invite into my meeting box. Actually this option is very when meeting on a large scale with a number of participants, you want to show any kind of PPT presentation, or you want to show any kind of a PDF file or any kind of whiteboard, so you need to share your screen over here. So we'll come to this. Now first let me send my meeting ID. So you can see that I have clicked their invite and I got this pop-up window. So this pop-up window says me that to want to invite. So I'll type the name of the person who I want to send the invitation. Okay. Now when you can see here well that all the details which is there, or all the details related to your meeting is noted over here. So you can click here like this, and you can click here and you can have the share option, or you can use this send option. Whom we want to invite into the meeting room. Now let us go back to the Zoom and wait till the participant he accepts my invitation to join. Now this is my meeting room over here. As I told you that this is a share screen option. Now next is the more option. Now when you are using this licensed version of the Zoom app, so you get some additional features into it, like you can stream your meeting live onto the Facebook or to the YouTube. Now if you are using this feature, whatever things happening in your meeting room will be telecasted or broadcasted directly to your YouTube channel. So this thing also we will look, but we are waiting here for the invitee. So I'll request our invitee to please join over here, so that we can start a small meeting, and I can show you that how you can allow your participants to enter inside the Zoom room. So I'll click. Okay, so you can see here I have clicked the option that the participant, when he comes inside the meeting, I have to admit him into the meeting room. Without my permission he cannot admit inside the meeting room. So here it's Dharmajit whom I have invited, and you can see that there's an option like admit or remove. If you see that the participant is bogus, you can click the remove option, and if you see that yes, this is the particular invitee whom I am invited, so please click the admit option. Now when you admit this participant, so it depends on the participant whether his system is in the mute condition. Okay, so this is a thing, the participant is in the meeting, and you can see that hello Mr. Dharmajit. Hello. So the participant is inside, and I want to share the screen to the participant as the meeting is going on. I want to share the screen, so what I'll do is I'll click the screen share over here, and you can see three options are there. Suppose I want that only one participant can share at a time, please check this box. If I want that multiple participants, suppose we have 10 members or 15 members over here, and I can allow everybody to share the screen, so I can click multiple participants can share the screen. Otherwise I can go for the advanced screen share options. Now if you click on the advanced screen share option, you can see that how many participants can share at the same time. That is up to you, like one or multiple, who can share, like the host can share or all the participants can share. Now depending on your meeting or your preference, you can just have or you can just allow this thing. Now the next thing is, if before sharing the screen, you need to have or you need to open the window whichever you want to share. Now suppose I want to share a PPT presentation, so what I will do is I'll open one PowerPoint presentation here. After opening a PowerPoint presentation, I'll go back to this Zoom meeting, and after going to the Zoom meeting, I can click the share option here, and I can select the PowerPoint presentation window which I want to share. So I'll wait till the PowerPoint presentation opens up, and presentation different files also you can share, like any PDF files or any Excel files, or sometimes there's an option that you can share the videos also. Okay. So here I click the share screen. You can see that whatever is present or whatever screen is open in my system, everything is visible over here. I can share my whole screen, I can share the preview option here, I can share this video which is playing over here, or I can share the email which I have opened, and or I can share any of the window which is open in the Chrome. So suppose I want to select the PPT presentation over here, so I'll click the share screen, and you see that this is the PowerPoint presentation which I want to share to the participant. I just click here and I click on the share button. Now when you do like this, so your screen will be showing the PPT presentation. Make it a full screen, and this thing will be visible to the participants who are in your meeting room. Okay. Now suppose in the middle of the meeting you want to describe on a particular feature, or you want to highlight something, so what we can do is we can have some annotation button over here. I'll show you whatever is the annotation button. So when you are moving your cursor at the top window, you can see that different options are here present. One is the unmute. As I told you that if you want that your voice should be audible to the participants, please unmute it. If you want that your video should be visible to the participants, please start your video by clicking this. Now this red line indicates that your video is off, and red line over here indicates that your audio is off. Next is, you can always see that how many participants are there in your meeting. Next is a new share option is there, like simultaneously if you want to share something you can also share. Next is the pause share, that means you want to pause the sharing in the middle. And the next one is the annotate option. Now when you click to the annotate option, you get different kinds of option over here, like mouse or select or text. Suppose I want to write something here, so I can select this text and I can start writing, like hello, how are you. So the middle of the presentation also you can just click on the text option and you can write down whatever you wish. Now if you want to delete this, you just go to the clear and clear all drawings, so everything gets cleared off. Next is, if you want to have some drawings, like you want to draw something, then this is the option. You can draw, like I want to highlight this outcome, I can draw over here. Now if you want to clear it, this is the clear options. Next is the eraser. Suppose I have I have drawn something like this and I want to erase at the particular area only. So this will be the eraser. Next is the format option. You can select the color of the annotation or select the color of the lines which you want to know or which you want to use. Undo, the last option or the last activity will be undone, or redo, whatever the last activity you have done, that will be again redone. And this is the clear option. After this you can save it. Now suppose you want to go for the remote control, like you want to control it from the remote PC, then you can click this remote control option. You see there, auto accept all request, give mouse keyboard control. Now that means you can give all the controls to the mouse keyboard, or else you can also give the control to the participant who is inside this meeting. Next option I will see, it is the more option. Now there are the settings option over here. Now when you click the more option, there is a chat, which I will come next is record on this computer, like at middle of the meeting also you can click the record option and you can record whatever is going on in the meeting. Next is record to the cloud. Suppose you are not having the space here, you can record it to the cloud. Next is the meeting information, like at the middle of the meeting also you can generate the meeting information. Next is disable participant annotation. Now it's a very important, you can say, the point. Now sometimes what happens is, if you are having multiple participants here, like the participants are in the range of 50, 60 or 100. So sometimes due to intentional or unintentionally, what happens is this annotation comes out, like by mistake if I touch the annotate button, there is a line on the PPT or line on the screen, and this is really not a good sign, or we can say the presenter, he doesn't feel good if the annotation comes on the screen. Now in this case, if you want that the annotation is disabled, so you can click the disable participants annotation, so that except the host, any other participant who is in the meeting, they cannot annotate anything or they cannot write anything on the screen. Now this is generally beneficial when you are using this Zoom for taking any kind of the classes. Now if there is some annotation on the screen and you want to know that who are the participants who have done the annotation, so click on the option show names of the annoters. So in that case you will get the list that who are the participants who have done the annotation on your screen. Now after that, hide floating meeting controls, like whatever is here, see this is a floating meeting control, so you can hide it also, so that whenever you need, you can get it. Now next come to this thing. Now if you want to make your meeting live onto the Facebook or to the YouTube, so what you want to do now, before starting of the meeting also you can do it, or at the middle of the meeting also you can make it live into the YouTube. So we will just see that how to make the meeting live to the YouTube. So suppose this is the screen, you can say the Zoom screen. I can click here more and I can go to the live on the YouTube option here. Now remember, this live on YouTube or Facebook is only available with the licensed version of the Zoom app. That means if you take the membership or subscription, then only you can use this option. So when I click account, I want to go live, so I can select that Gmail, particular Gmail, I can sign in and I can make it live into the YouTube. So particularly when I am taking the class or I am handling the meeting over in the Zoom, so simultaneously this will be telecasted live into the YouTube also. So suppose I select this Setco channel over here, and so this is about, we'll come back because the net speed is I think bit slower, so it's taking a lot of time to log in into my Gmail. So just let us explore. Right click at group chat box has opened. Now this Zoom group chat option is beneficial if you want to share some text with the participants. So I can write it over here like hello, sorry, it's in the caps lock, hello, doing well. Now if I click it, now this chat, whatever I have written, it goes into the Zoom chat group and everybody can see me. Now during the meeting, if you want to send the message only to the particular person who is in the meeting, so here you can select like click this and select the participant. As I have only 2 participants over here, so it's showing me only 2 names. So I can click here this participant name and I can send some private message to him, like am I audible? So like that you can send the private message also during the meeting. Also you can send this private messages. Now let us see that whether my Zoom is live or not. Now I have logged into my Gmail, and you can see that here is the option that go live. That means if I click here go live, automatically whatever is going on in my Zoom meeting, everything will be telecasted to my YouTube channel. So if you want to be available in the YouTube, so that many people can host your meeting. Now coming back to the Zoom here. So if your window it gets minimized, so how to maximize the zoom? Now you can see this is the minimized window of the Zoom, and here it comes as which is if you click the end, there are 2 options, like you end it for everybody or you leave the meeting. Now as a host, if you are leaving the meeting, then automatically the meeting gets end, or you can just shift your host to here, or whatever power myself I'm having as a host will go to Dharmajit. So you can see that now Dharmajit is the host over here, I am not the host. Now this happens if you are having one host subscription. If you are having multiple host subscription, then at the same time you can add one or more host also. There's setting option over here where you can go for the setting of the Zoom. Like if I so I go to the Zoom settings over here, and I can see the pop-up window opening over here. So I think Dharmajit, you are into the meeting. Can you please end up the meeting? Okay. So here is my setting coming up as a pop-up window. If I click on the setting button, so I have general, I have video, audio, share screen, chat, virtual background, recording, profile, etc, etc. So the first one comes as general. Now this is having some of the important, you can say, features over here. Now start Zoom when I start the windows. Now if you want that every time you switch on or you open your windows, the Zoom will start, so in that case you can click this button. But for me it's very important that I use this virtual background option over here. Now this virtual background option is mainly preferable if you don't have a very well background at your back to sit down and to conduct the meeting. So you can use this of the virtual backgrounds which is already supplied by the Zoom, or else you can download some of the virtual backgrounds from the internet, or else you can design any kind of the image, and sometimes the videos also can be kept in the virtual background here. So this virtual background will give you a good feel or good look to your meeting. Uh, so I close the settings over here, and I'll show that how you can log out of your Zoom. Suppose you are using multiple Zoom logins, like you're having different Zoom logins for industry A, B and C, and you want to log in each time when you are into the meeting. So you can click this icon over here, and you can see that this is my details, or you can say my details, that which Zoom ID I'm using. So here at the last you can see it's a sign out option. So you can sign out of the Zoom account, so that whatever you are how you have signed in, you will return back to the same page. So second time when you come back, you can sign in with the other Gmail account also. So dear friends, this was regarding a small tutorial about using the Zoom app. I hope that you find it beneficial, or you find it helpful, and you using the Zoom. If you like this video, please click the like button, subscribe to my channel Edu Knowledge Hub. Stay tuned, I will be coming with more videos. Thank you very much.